Some style mistakes are not loud or obvious. That is exactly why they are so dangerous. They slip into your closet quietly and, over time, make a beautiful grown woman look heavier, duller, or more dated than she really is. And if you are over 50, especially if you are a black woman with rich skin, strong features, and a presence that deserves to be seen, those quiet mistakes can steal the spotlight from you without your permission. Today we are talking about the choices that do exactly that, and more importantly, what to wear instead if you want to look polished, current, refined, and expensive without dressing younger or chasing every trend. Stay with me, because the bonus at the end is a simple 60-second outfit filter you can use before you walk out the door. This is not about shame. It is about support, clarity, and power. Before we begin, tell me in the comments where you are watching from, what time it is there, and what style issue makes you feel dressed but not quite polished. I read the comments, and I love responding woman to woman. Let us start with one of the most common habits in mature style, and that is dressing in clothes that have plenty of room but absolutely no structure. A lot of women reach for loose tops because they want ease, comfort, and coverage. There is nothing wrong with that impulse. The problem starts when the garment does not simply skim the body, but erases it. When the shoulder falls too low, the fabric stands away from the body, the side seams drift outward, and there is no suggestion of shape anywhere. The eye stops seeing a woman and starts seeing a block of cloth. That is why a shapeless top can make you look larger, shorter, and more tired, even when your body has beautiful proportion underneath it. It is not because your body is wrong. It is because the garment has no visual plan. And on mature women, especially women with strong facial structure and beautiful melanin-rich skin, that lack of intention can flatten the entire look. Your presence deserves clean lines. So what works better? Soft structure, not tightness, not squeezing, not trying to prove anything. Soft structure means the shoulder sits where it belongs, the fabric drapes instead of floating, and the garment gives the eye a path to follow. A wrap blouse is wonderful because it naturally creates inward movement at the waist. A softly tailored tunic with a slight taper at the side seam gives comfort without swallowing the body. A knit top with a clean neckline and gentle shape can do more for you than an oversized sweatshirt ever will. Fabric matters just as much as cut. Thick, stiff cotton that puffs away from the torso creates bulk. A fluid crepe, soft jersey, ponte knit, or washed silk blend usually creates more grace. If you carry fullness through the midsection, choose tops with a vertical seam, a diagonal drape, or a front panel that guides the eye down. If you are petite, be careful with tops that cover too much of the thigh because they cut away your leg line. If you have a fuller bust, open necklines like a soft V or gentle square neck can lift the whole upper body. Now pair that top with something cleaner on the bottom. Straight leg trousers, slim ankle pants, a narrow midi skirt with movement, or dark jeans with structure all give the look balance. If your pants are wide, your top needs some kind of discipline at the shoulder, neckline, waist, or hem. Loose on top and loose on bottom can quickly turn into visual fog. And here is another truth. Many washed-out basics do mature black women no favors. A richer neutral, a cleaner texture, and a better line often make you look more elevated instantly. Sometimes all it takes is hemming the sleeve, tapering the side seam, or doing an intentional half tuck. Change the shape, and people will think you changed your whole body. You did not. You just stopped dressing like you were trying to disappear. Think about the difference between a cardigan that hangs like a blanket and one that traces the body lightly as you move. Think about the difference between a blouse that collapses at the bust and one that lets your jewellery, neckline and face come forward. One says, "I am hiding." The other says, "I am relaxed, but I know exactly who I am." The next style issue is not really about one specific skirt length. It is about where your clothing cuts the body, especially through the lower half. Many women think they need more coverage as they get older, so they choose hemlines, cropped pants, and long layers based only on comfort or modesty. Again, the intention makes sense. But if a hem hits the widest part of the calf, or a jacket, tunic, and pant all create separate horizontal stop points, the leg line gets chopped into pieces. That is when the body starts to look shorter and heavier than it is. This is why some mid-calf skirts feel frumpy and some look elegant. It is not the number on the tape measure. It is the proportion, the fabric, and the movement. A stiff skirt that stops at the thickest part of the calf will almost always drag the eye down. A softer midi with a bit of sweep, shape, or slit can feel graceful and modern because the eye keeps travelling. One of the best things you can do is find your most flattering hem zone. For many women, that is right at the knee, slightly above, or just below. That area often gives the leg a cleaner line and allows the whole outfit to breathe. If you prefer more coverage around the knee, choose a skirt that drops just below it but still has movement. Let the fabric flow instead of hanging like a curtain. The same logic applies to pants. Full-length trousers that almost kiss the top of the shoe can lengthen the body beautifully. Cropped pants can work, but they need to stop at a deliberate narrow point near the ankle, not randomly across the leg. Capri styles are especially tricky because they often land in a visually awkward area that instantly dates the look unless the entire outfit is styled with real intention. And let us talk about layers. A cardigan that ends at the fullest part of the hip or calf can make everything feel heavier. A blazer with clear structure or a long layer with a clean vertical opening often gives more polish. If you love midi dresses for church, dinner or family gatherings, look for softer fabric, an A-line or column shape, and a hem that moves as you walk. Shoes also affect the line. A shoe that blends with your skin tone, your hosiery, or the general depth of the outfit can keep the leg flowing. A sharp contrast at the foot can interrupt it. If you like tights, choose tones that create continuity instead of a sudden break. If you have fuller calves, avoid hemlines that stop at the calf's widest point. If you are petite, be extra careful with too many layers of competing lengths. Here is a simple test. Stand back from the mirror or take a full body photo. Where does your eye stop first? If it lands in the middle of your calf instead of gliding from hip to foot, the outfit needs a different ending. A better cut point can make you look taller, lighter, and more refined without changing a single pound. And remember, modesty and elegance are not opposites. You do not need to show more skin to get better proportion. You simply need a hemline that works with your body instead of cutting against it. The right length does not expose you. It restores harmony. Now let us talk about colour, because this is where many elegant women accidentally dim their own light. Neutral colours are not the enemy. Beige, taupe, cream, grey, camel, chocolate, black, and navy can all be incredibly sophisticated. The problem comes when everything is the same depth, the same softness, and the same emotional temperature, especially right near the face. Then the outfit stops framing you and starts muting you. As we age, the face often loses a little natural contrast. The brows may soften, the lips may lose some pigment, the skin may reflect light differently, and the area around the eyes can look more tired if the wrong colour sits nearby. That means what you wear from the shoulders up matters even more. And for mature black women, this becomes especially important because our skin can handle richness, depth, and radiance beautifully. Yet mainstream style advice often pushes flat neutrals or washed-out tones that leave us looking drained. So instead of asking, "Can I wear neutrals?" ask, "Which neutrals actually love me back?" A creamy ivory with depth may be beautiful where a pale, chalky beige looks dead. A warm taupe can be elegant where a dusty grey beige looks tired. Chocolate, espresso, olive smoke, softened charcoal, and rich camel often feel far more luxurious on melanin-rich skin than bland, thin neutrals that disappear on contact. Then bring life back near the face. Plum, deep teal, sapphire, aubergine, berry, deep rose, and even a rich marigold accent can reflect warmth and vitality into the skin. That does not mean you need bright colours from head to toe. It may be as simple as choosing a better blouse, a silk scarf with depth, a flattering lipstick, a pair of statement earrings, or eyeglass frames that wake up your face. Black deserves its own conversation because many women love it, and black can absolutely be chic. But solid black right against the face with no neckline opening, no lipstick, no shine, and no texture can make fine lines and under-eye shadows look stronger. The fix is easy. Keep black on the bottom, wear a more luminous tone near the face, open the neckline, or add gold, gunmetal, or a rich earring to put life back into the portrait. Your hair also changes the equation. Silver hair often looks striking with jewel tones, crisp cream, and dramatic but clean contrast. Salt and pepper hair can handle softness with clarity. Dark hair can carry richer neutrals and bolder hardware. If you wear natural textured hair, braids, twists, or a full rounded shape, remember that your hair already gives you presence, so the clothing near your face should support that beauty, not flatten it. Try clothes in natural light. Take a photo with no filter. Look at the skin around the mouth, the eyes, and the cheeks. Does the colour brighten you, or does it make you look like you need rest? The right colour placement does not just make you look fresher, it makes you feel visible again, and that feeling changes how you carry every room you enter. One of my favourite formulas is a dark neutral column on the body with a radiant frame near the face. Another is one rich colour paired with one textured neutral, so the look stays calm but never flat. Elegant colour is not about being louder. It is about making sure your features do not disappear behind the fabric. If there is one invisible detail that can transform almost everything you wear, it is your foundation underneath the clothing. And yes, we are talking about bras, support, smoothness, posture, and the quiet engineering that makes clothes hang the way they were meant to hang. This is not glamorous to discuss, but it is powerful, and too many women ignore it for years because they are still wearing the size or style that used to work for them. Bodies change, weight shifts, hormones change, muscle tone changes, breast tissue changes, posture changes. All of that affects how a bra fits and how the entire upper half of your wardrobe behaves. When the band rides up in the back, the bust drops. When the cups are too small, blouses pull strangely across the chest. When the cups are too large, fabric collapses. When the straps dig in or slide off, the shoulder line gets disrupted. And once the upper body is out of balance, the waist can look thicker, the torso can seem shorter, and even a beautiful dress can suddenly look awkward. A proper fit changes that immediately. A good bra places the bust where it naturally belongs, which lengthens the torso, improves posture, and helps the waist reappear. It allows necklines to sit correctly, jackets to close properly, and knit tops to skim instead of strain. That is why this one upgrade can make women feel as if they replaced half their closet, even when they did not buy a single new blouse. So what should you look for? First, the band should sit level and firm across the back. The straps should stay in place without doing all the lifting. The cups should fully contain the breast without gaping, wrinkling, or spilling. For everyday dressing, a smooth bra in a tone close to your skin is often the hardest working piece you can own. If you need side support, choose a style designed to bring tissue forward without looking rigid. If you prefer wire-free, make sure it still has real structure, not just softness. For knit tops and lighter blouses, smoothness matters. For dresses, support and strap placement matter. For white shirts, colour matching underneath matters more than people realise. And if you choose shapewear, let it be light and strategic. You are not trying to punish your body. You are trying to create a smoother canvas when the outfit calls for it. The moment shapewear becomes a battle, it stops being elegant. This is especially important if you have a fuller bust, softer tissue through the back or underarm area, or body changes after menopause. None of those realities are flaws. They simply require better support. When you try clothes on, raise your arms, sit down, turn sideways, and check the outfit in motion. Do not only stand still in the fitting room mirror. This week, before buying another top, get refitted, or at least reassess what is underneath. Sometimes the reason your clothes are not performing has nothing to do with the clothes themselves. The foundation is where polish begins. And do not overlook the shoulder line and neckline once support is corrected. A lifted bust often allows a collar to sit flatter, a pendant to rest better, and a jacket lapel to frame the face more elegantly. When the foundation is right, the whole outfit stops fighting for balance and starts working with your body. Now let us move to the finishing layer, because many outfits that are almost beautiful get ruined in the last 30 seconds. The two biggest culprits are the wrong shoe and too many competing accessories. This is where comfort, habit, and old styling routines can quietly sabotage a woman who otherwise looks polished. Let us begin with shoes. The issue is not comfort. Mature women deserve comfort. The issue is visual heaviness. Thick soles, overly rounded shapes, bulky fronts, clumsy straps, and shoes that look more corrective than elegant can drag the eye straight to the floor and make the whole outfit feel dense. Even a lovely blouse and tailored trouser can collapse under the weight of a shoe that looks disconnected from the rest of the silhouette. The answer is not sky-high heels. Those often create a different imbalance and can make a woman walk like she is negotiating with the pavement. The goal is refined support. A streamlined sneaker in a clean neutral can look fresh and expensive. A loafer with a sleek profile and rich material can feel grounded and polished. A low block heel can give lift without drama. A kitten heel can be feminine and easy. An ankle boot with a narrow opening and clean shape can anchor a fall outfit beautifully. Even a supportive sandal can look elegant if the straps are refined and the sole is not clunky. Think about the conversation between the hem and the shoe. Wide trousers need a shoe with enough substance to hold the line, but not so much bulk that the leg looks heavy. A fluid midi dress usually loves a shoe with openness, lift, or a cleaner outline. If your calves are fuller, Look for shoes that elongate instead of cutting off the leg abruptly. Materials matter too. Smooth leather, suede, subtle metallics, and deep neutral tones often look more elevated than shoes with too much contrast or too many sporty details. Now let us talk accessories. A polished outfit usually needs a focal point, not a committee. When statement earrings, a bold necklace, stacked bracelets, a large watch, a brooch, and a loud bag all appear together, the eye has nowhere to rest. Instead of seeing you, people see activity. That is especially true if the pieces come from an older matching set era of styling. Modern elegance tends to look more selective. Choose one lead voice. If the earrings are doing the work, let the neckline breathe. If the necklace is the star, keep the ears and wrists quieter. A structured bag often reads more expensive than one that has collapsed into softness. Eyewear also matters more than many women realize. A fresh frame can modernize the whole face instantly. And here is a detail many people miss. Your hair is part of the balance. If you wear natural volume, braids, twists, or a sculptural style, you already have beautiful visual presence near the head. Your jewelry should complement that, not wrestle with it. If your hair is short and close to the head, earrings and eyewear may carry more of the portrait. Before you leave the house, take one final look and remove one thing or switch one thing. Often the leap from dress to elegant is not adding more. It is editing better. So tell me, which gets you more often? The too heavy shoe or the extra accessory you should have left at home? That one small edit can rescue the entire silhouette and bring your confidence back into focus. The final issue is deeper than any single top, skirt, or shoe. It is the habit of dressing from a version of yourself that no longer matches the woman you are today. This happens to almost everyone. At some point in life, you find a formula that works. The earrings feel right, the cardigan feels familiar, the glasses feel like your signature, the handbag shape feels safe, and the silhouette becomes part of your identity. Then years pass, but the formula stays frozen. That is when style begins to look dated without looking obviously wrong. Each individual item may still be acceptable, but together, the whole presentation can read like a photograph from an earlier decade. The issue is not age. The issue is context. Style keeps moving, and so do you. Your face changes. Your energy changes. Your lifestyle changes. The way you want to be seen changes. If the wardrobe never changes with you, it starts speaking in an old language. The answer is not reinvention. It is evolution. You do not need to throw everything away and become trendy. In fact, that usually backfires. What you need is a slow, respectful update. Start with one category. Maybe it is your eyewear. Maybe it is your handbag. Maybe it is your cardigan, your denim shape, or the finish on your jewelry. Sometimes one modern line can pull the whole wardrobe into the present. A simple way to think about updating is through 4 layers. First, silhouette. Are your jackets, pants, and dresses shaped in a way that still feels current on the body? Second, texture. Are your fabrics holding up, or do they look tired and collapsed? Third, hardware. Do your bag details, jewelry finishes, and shoe accents look clean and intentional, or stuck in an earlier era? Fourth, the grooming frame. Hair, lipstick, brows, and eyewear all affect whether an outfit reads current or stale. You can absolutely keep your essence. If you love rich neutrals, keep them. If you love softness, keep it. If you are feminine, grounded, dramatic, artistic, classic, or church elegant, keep that identity. What changes is the expression. A fresher frame shape, a cleaner knit, a stronger trouser line, a better handbag structure, or a more intentional metallic can honor who you are without making you look frozen in time. This is especially powerful for women moving out of a corporate wardrobe, women embracing silver hair, or women redefining themselves after major life transitions. Ask yourself one question when you shop. Does this belong to the woman I am now, or only to the woman I used to be? Elegance does not come from hiding in an old version of yourself. It comes from choosing yourself again, on purpose, in the present. And please do not underestimate the emotional side of this. Sometimes women keep old style formulas because those years felt powerful, desired, stable, or recognizable. There is tenderness in that. But style can hold memory without becoming a museum. You are allowed to keep the spirit and release the stale details. Often the most expensive-looking women are not the women wearing the most new things. They are the women who know when to refresh the frame around their wisdom beautifully. Now let me give you the bonus because this is the part you can use immediately. I call it the 60-second outfit filter. When you stand in front of the mirror and feel that something is off, but you cannot explain what it is, these 5 questions will usually tell you the truth. Question 1. Does this outfit create a long, clean line? Look at yourself from shoulder to shoe. Is the eye moving smoothly or stopping in 3 different places? If the line is broken, adjust the hem, the layer, the pant length, or the shoe. Question 2. Is anything swallowing my shape instead of flattering it? This is where you check the top, the cardigan, the sleeve, the shoulder, and the waist area. You do not need cling. You just need evidence that a body is inside the clothes. Question 3. Is the colour near my face brightening me or draining me? Do not guess. Step near natural light. If your skin looks grey, tired, or flat, change the top, the scarf, the lipstick, the earrings, or the glasses before you change the whole outfit. Question 4. Is my foundation underneath doing its job? Check the bra, the smoothness, the neckline, and your posture. If the underlayer is wrong, the outer layer will rarely save it. Question 5. Is the ending balanced? Or have I overworked it? This is where you check the shoes, bag, jewellery, eyewear, and any extra flourish. Ask yourself whether the outfit has one clear point of polish or too many things competing. Use this filter everywhere. Use it for errands when you want to look pulled together in 5 minutes. Use it for church when you want grace without heaviness. Use it for dinner when you want elegance, not effort. Use it for travel when you need comfort that still looks intentional. Use it for family gatherings and video calls, where details near the face matter even more than you think. The women who look expensive are not always the women who own the most. Very often they are the women who edit with honesty. They know when to lengthen, soften, brighten, support, or remove. That is what this filter helps you do. You do not need a whole new identity to dress beautifully in this season of life. You simply need to stop letting quiet style saboteurs speak louder than your presence. And the more you practice it, the faster you become. Soon you will know almost at a glance whether the problem is proportion, colour, support, or excess. That kind of clarity is luxurious. It saves money, saves time, and builds trust in your own eye. And that trust is part of what makes a mature woman look powerful before she even says a word. Remember this, nothing we discuss today is about making you smaller, younger, or more acceptable. It is about making sure the choices in your closet support the woman you are now. Your age is not the problem. Your body is not the problem. The goal is to stop wearing things that dim your light. If this spoke to you, leave this in the comments. I choose radiance. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more style guidance for grown women ready to look as powerful as they truly are.